Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trent Cafferly, and it is my honor to welcome you on behalf of Troop 813. We will begin this evening with the flag ceremony led by Oscar Codes.
Color guard attention. Audience, please rise. Scout salute. Color guard forward march. Color guard halt. Color guard post the flag of the United States of America. Color guard post the flag of the United Arab Emirates. Color guard post the flag of Troop 813. Color guard, on your colors. Please join us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see my daughter Levi's was so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleaming, whose cross stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red that was bursting in air, they moved through the night as our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and home of the brave?
Two. Scout sign. Please join us in reciting the Scout Oath.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God, my country, to obey the scout law, help other people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Please join us in reciting the Scout Law.
That is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
2. Color guard dismissed. Audience, please be seated.
We are here tonight to recognize the achievements of members of our troop. But first, we must remember that a scout is reverent. Will Brendan Reardon come forward to lead us in the opening prayer?
Dear Heavenly Father, help to keep my honor bright, and teach me that integrity of character is my most priceless possession. Grant that I may do my best today and strive to do even better tomorrow. Teach me that duty is a friend and not an enemy, and help me face even the most disagreeable task cheerfully. Give me the faith to understand my purpose in life, open my mind to the truth, and fill my heart with love. I am thankful for all the blessings you have bestowed upon my country. Help me to do my duty to my country and to know that a good nation must be made from good men. Help me to remember that my obligation today to obey the Scout Law and give me understanding so that it's more than mere words. May I never tire of joy of helping other people or look the other way when someone is in need. You have given me the gift of a body, make me wise enough to keep it healthy so that I might serve you better. You are the source of all wisdom. Help me to have an alert mind. Teach me to think and help me to learn discipline. In all that I do and in every challenge I face, help me to know the difference between right and wrong and lead me into obedience on a straight path to a worthy goal. Amen. Will Jacob come and introduce our rank dance and serve?
Boy Scout advancement isn't age or grade based. The Scout, with support and guidance from his parents and Scout leaders, progresses at his own pace. Throughout the years, we have the pleasure of welcoming new Scouts to our troop. Learning to be a Boy Scout is an interactive process which takes the form of rank advancement. A boy joins Scouting, learns many basic skills, and becomes a Scout. After more learning, he becomes a tenderfoot, then second class, and finally first class Scout. Typically, years of hard work is required to advance to the rank of Star, Life, and finally Eagle. Tonight we have several boys advancing in their Boy Scouts careers, taking another step closer to meeting the definition of an Eagle Scout. Saad Rana will now introduce the Scout rank.
To earn the Scout rank, the Scout must learn the Boy Scout oath, promise, and law, as well as the Scout sign, salute, and handshake. They become learned in the troop process for advancement and demonstrate some basic Scout outdoor skills. Then the new Scouts are tested in these skills by their patrol leader, before he is reviewed by the Scoutmaster and awarded Scouting's first rank, the Scout. In recognition of the support that each family provides for their son, our troop will also present rank pins to the Scout's mothers. Her pin is worn on her ribbon during special Scout occasions. We would also like to thank Ms. Bodine for preparing the mother ribbons for each rank advancement. The Chinese have a saying, a journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. There is a lesson for us in that saying. In scouting, as in life, the rewards do not come to those who sit back and wait, but to those who continually take steps, with both large and small, towards their ultimate goals. We would like to recognize the following Scouts who have taken the second step towards the Eagle Scout Summit, but earning the tenderfoot rank. Please come forward when with your parents as when your name is called. Congratulations, you have taken your first step on the Boy Scout journey by earning your tenderfoot rank. Please come forward with your parents as your name is called. Saad Rana. Jordan Bahar. Luciano El Corey. Brendan Riordan, Leo Nadalwitz, Eric Karshis, and finally Zaydan Amici.
Okay, look up here.
first class rank represents a significant step on the Eagle Trail. First class scouts have learned to abide. The second class represents the third major step in your scouting experience. You have earned the rank of second class by gaining a better idea of the skills you need for scouting and your life beyond scouting. The experience of scouting can lead you in many different directions. Only you can decide the direction that you want to take. Just like a compass and map are useful for finding your way through the woods, you can use the Scout Oath and the Scout Log to chart your trip up the Eagle Trail. As you receive your second class, you have started charting your course through scouting, and you need to continue to follow this path. We would like to recognize the following scouts who have earned the second class rank. Please come forward with your parents as your name is called. Daniel Merchant.
represents a significant step on the Eagle Trail. First-class scouts have learned to abide by the code to which a true and mature scout is forever bound, his personal honor in the Scout Oath and Law. Scouts earning this rank have mastered the outdoor skill of scouting, citizenship, continue to grow strong by remaining physically fit, and can be counted on to take care of themselves and others in just about every outdoor setting. First-class scouts have advanced from a novice to enjoy living in the outdoors for long periods of time. As we present you with the first-class badge and rank advancement card, we charge you to continue your development as a scout so as you may better serve others. We would like to recognize the following scout who has earned the first-class rank. Please come forward with your parents as your name is called. Aditya Juhari.
Aditya here? You didn't see Aditya, but well, congratulations to Aditya.
Scouts being recognized for earning the star rank tonight are taking a long step towards Eagle. They have advanced in a way that obligates them to give younger scouts the service and experience that they've received. Star Scouts now leave the part of the troop which receives scouting and are now admitted into a smaller group who now teaches scouting skills to our less experienced scouts. These young men have had the privilege and duty to give service to others by providing leadership, guidance, and inspiration to younger scouts who will follow in their lead. Their willingness to do so is a sign of understanding the ideals of scouting is growing. The Star Scout badge that they wear is a constant reminder of the star of service that guides them on the trail to manhood. Congratulations, Zach Angler. You have earned the rank of Star Scout. Will you please come forward with your parents?
The rank of Life Scout is one that few scouts in the troop achieve. Scouts earning this rank have done so by showing that their heart has the spirit of scouting. They have mastered the outdoor skills required to obtain the rank of first class and then started learning more about Scout spirit and service to others on the path to becoming a Star Scout. By continuing to learn about service to others and gaining a deeper understanding of Scout spirit, they then earn the rank of Life Scout. The path traveled towards Eagle requires an even deeper understanding of Scout spirit and service to others. What they learn as they continue along the path towards Eagle Scout is that the badges have no substance without the spirit and service offered willingly towards others.
Merit badges are the second main area of Boy Scout advancement program. Unlike the ranks, there is a degree of choice within the merit badge program. A subgroup of merit badges are known as Eagle required merit badges. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your merit badges. Ahmed Elaf, merit badge architecture. Cameron Bahar, awards stand-up paddleboarding. Philip Karshi's merit badge small boat sailing, awards snorkeling, stand-up, and paddleboarding. Rafiq Rabat, awards stand-up paddleboarding. Saad Rana, merit badges canoeing, citizenship in the nation, emergency preparation, environmental science, fingerprinting, fishing, and space exploration. Awards VSA mile swim. Sean Nyazi, merit badges archery, communication, composite materials, rifle shooting, and wood carving. Bilal Rana, merit badge communication. Jordan Bahar, merit badge fingerprinting, rifle shooting. Awards snorkeling, stand-up paddleboarding, and tilt and chip. Luciano Corey, awards stand-up paddleboarding. Mohammed Dayek, merit badge fingerprinting. Awards stand-up paddleboarding. Connor O'Neill, merit badges, pioneering, search and rescue, SIG sign signal codes, award, Eagle Calm pin. Joshua Jamal, award, snorkeling. Abdullah Kadiri, merit badge, citizenship in the community. Brendan Riordan, merit badges, shotgun shooting, scuba diving, snow sports, awards, stand-up paddleboarding. Ibrahim Ansuri, awards, stand-up paddleboarding. Ranvir Raheja, merit badges, automobile maintenance, horsemanship. Lisa Zahid, firemanship. Daniel Kodas, merit badges, canoeing, wood carving. Eric Karshis, merit badges, fingerprinting, small boat sailing, awards, snorkeling, stand-up paddleboarding, and totem chip. Isa Kaderi, awards, stand-up paddleboarding. Jacob Essig, merit badge, family life, awards, snorkeling. Yusuf Hendershot, merit badges, athletics, camping, citizenship in the nation, citizenship in the world, communication, cooking, emergency preparation, family life, first aid, personal fitness, awards, snorkeling. Magori, merit badge fingerprinting. Ismail Hassan, merit badge fingerprinting. Aditya Jarhari, awards snorkeling. Daniel Zulkarnain, sorry for butchering that, awards stand-up paddleboarding. Halim Rabat, merit badge fingerprinting, awards stand-up paddleboarding. Noah Esdick, merit badge camping, awards snorkeling. Zach Engler, merit badges environmental science, fingerprinting, Leatherberg. Zaydan Amiji, merit badges art, citizenship of the nation, fingerprinting, Indian lore, nature, awards firemanship and toadship. Could Scoutmaster Sean Riordan please come up to the podium?
Well done, and congratulations to all these boys. Really just a great job. The weather conspired against us a little bit this year. Otherwise, I think we'd had a lot more rank advancements, but that's coming really soon. It's my honor to introduce a good friend and our guest of honor this evening. Lieutenant Colonel Jerome Greco is a native of Philadelphia area, the city of brotherly love, as you might know. He attended the University of Pennsylvania and was a scholarship student. He graduated in 2003 and he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Marine Corps. He's an infantry officer and a Middle East foreign area officer. He's been overseas too many times to even talk about. He's led Marines in combat in Iraq and Afghanistan. He served in a number of different roles, including a Middle East policy advisor to the Commandant of the Marine Corps. He has done a tour as a recruiting officer, and he's done several operational tours. And right now, he actually leads a security force training team in UAE. Lieutenant Colonel Greco is a Bachelor of Science in Finance from the Wharton School of Business at Penn, and a master's degree in Middle East Studies, a master's degree in military studies from the Marine Corps Command Staff College, and he was also a National Security Fellow from Massachusetts Institute of Technology. No one should ever make someone say Massachusetts during a public speech. That's tough. His personal decorations include awards for valor and many other awards. Probably most importantly, he's married and has a wonderful daughter named Asia, and it's our pleasure to bring up Lieutenant Colonel Jerome Greco, who is also a Eagle Scout and a member of the Order of the Arrow, to give us his remarks for tonight. Please welcome Lieutenant Colonel Greco.
Good evening. So, Sean is your son's scoutmaster. He's sort of my scoutmaster at work. He's like my mentor and teaches me how to do the job. So I think your sons are in good hands. And I don't know if I'm accomplished in any way, but he is more accomplished than me. So if we were reading his bio, it would be perhaps more impressive. So Sean asked me to speak for 5 minutes. I might take 6 or 7. About what scouting meant to me, or how it shaped my life. Well, I was in Scouts from age 5 or 6, maybe, whenever you can start Tiger Cubs, all the way through Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, until I sort of aged out at age 18. Regrettably, I haven't gotten involved in Scout mastering, though tonight's kind of motivating me. It would take me an hour or two, I think, to describe all the ways in which Scouting shaped my life. But the short version is that after my parents, Scouting, and especially Boy Scouts, was the first thing in my life that purposefully, deliberately, and holistically tried to teach me how to be a young man. And it did it in a lot of ways. In some ways I didn't realize at the time, but looking back on it with 20 plus years of hindsight, I'm going to share just a few of those most important things that scouting helped teach me. And then at the end, I'm going to share the secret to success for all you boys in the room, so stay tuned. First, scouting taught me that nothing in life worth having really comes easily. There's no shortcuts, there's no magic secrets. If you want to advance in scouting, as you heard described already, there is no way to really expedite it. You can go sort of faster or slower, but you are going to do a number of things along the way, some of which are experience-based, some of which are skill-based, but you cannot get it instantly. And nor does anybody hold your feet to the fire, right? It's unique in a young man's life, I think. You have to go to school. You have to do your homework. You have to study for your test. You don't have to advance in scouting. You're handed a manual, and you're given some great mentors and leaders and older scouts, but it's up to you to follow that roadmap to success. And I found that really empowering and energizing as a young man, and I imagine that these young men behind me and in front of me do as well. So for all of you young men in the room, don't believe what you see on Snapchat or Instagram. Success is not instantaneous. It's earned the same way you earn your scouting success. Really hard work over a really long period of time. And scouting is the first place I learned that. Second, the scouting taught me that you have to pay people back. So what do I mean by that? When you first come to scouting, for those of you in this front row here, people invest in you. Right? They invest in you. They invest their time, their love, their energy, their expertise, their experience in you. And they don't ask anything in return. They just want to see you grow into a better scout and a better young man. But you would do, in fact, owe a debt. And these young men behind me, I think, know this. You owe a debt to pay that same experience and mentorship and investment back to the next generation. And scouting teaches you that. As soon as you've acquired enough expertise to help a younger scout, you're not only asked to, you're required to. And I think that's a great thing. You're taught to mentor and lead as a pretty young man. That's the second thing it taught me. It taught me you have to pay it back. Third, scouting taught me that service is a requirement. Everybody's got personal goals for themselves. I know everybody behind me has personal goals. Everybody in the audience has personal goals. I have personal goals, right? For some of you young men, you're thinking about how well you want to do in school, or what your sort of goal in athletics may be, or perhaps for some of the older scouts, it's where you want to go to college and what you want to study and what you may want to be when you grow up. And those are good. Those are necessary. I have goals. But if along the way you're not consistently serving something bigger than yourself, I think you're missing the point. And I don't think you'll be fully satisfied. And scouting instilled that in me from a young age. It's no sort of coincidence that the biggest and last hurdle to be an Eagle Scout is to devise and execute a large service project, because it's really important for a fulfilling life and for this world to serve something. And I was talking to Zach and Liam before we started here, and you never know how your service helps people. Zach created a sort of a tool for children who suffer from autism spectrum disorder and sensory. And it is in a park near Al Wasl Road near Kite Beach. I happen to live right there, and I happen to have a daughter who suffers from autism spectrum disorder. So I didn't know that before I came here tonight, but your service does touch people in ways you don't even know. So thank you, Zach. So my 5 minutes are probably long since up, but the three things, if I had to sum it up, that I really learned from scouting: nothing in life worth having comes easily. You have to pay it back, and service is a requirement. Now, none of that is really original. In fact, I kind of heard that said in various ways during the script earlier. So I'm going to tell all the scouts in the room, and especially the younger ones, the secret to doing all of this, the secret to living the Scout Oath, right? 'Cause that's what it boils down to, living the Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help the people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally fit, and morally straight. How do you do that? And the secret is one day at a time. You know, I think this is the last thing I want to leave the young men in this room with is one day at a time. Like tomorrow, you wake up and you determine, I am going to live those values today. I'm going to be the best person I can be today. And the day will go however it goes. You will have successes, you will have failures, you will live up to those ideals most of the time, hopefully. Sometimes you will fall short. And the next day, you wake up and you redetermine to live up to those values that day and to be the best version of yourself. And that's a never-ending process of waking up each day, trying to live up to those values. And if you do that one day at a time, I think you'll be remarkably successful, and you'll be a remarkably successful and good man in this world. So, lastly, thank you for inviting me here tonight. Congratulations to everybody who advanced tonight. Congratulations especially to Zach and Liam. It's a special night you won't forget. It's the culmination of many one days at a time, and it's the start of a never-ending series of one days at a time. So, thank you and congratulations.
That was really fantastic. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Greco. And boys, soak it up. That kind of thing you can't really pay for. Senior Patrol Leader asked to make one correction to the record, and we said, let's come on up and do that before we move on.
First of all, I'm terribly sorry, Ms. Cofferley and Ms. Tanya, for not pronouncing these names. Oscar Codis, Merit Badge, American Heritage. Trent Cofferley, Merit Badges, Family Life, Personal Fitness, Awards, Snorkeling and Stand-Up Paddleboarding.
I think that was probably a foul by the Scoutmaster. Nobody should have to introduce himself for his own award. So that should have been my job. Pardon me, Oscar. That's my bad. So I would like to welcome our committee chairman, Mr. Howard Goff, for the highlight of our evening.
Thank you, Sean, and let me echo just the congratulations to every Scout here for their advancement. This is actually the first time we've actually done 2 Eagle Corps of Honors in a year, so it's a test. The committee decided that we wanted to do this because this is encouragement to the rest of the Scouts to try to move forward and become an Eagle Scout. When you see this special evening tonight, it truly is special, then hopefully it's an encouragement for you to continue on the path. And I couldn't have said it any better. It is one day at a time. It's every little merit badges, every little rank that you're going to move forward. But the 2 people that we're going to recognise tonight have really worked very hard over many years. And so it's my honour that we start the Eagle ceremony. So with that in mind, I'd like to ask any of our current Eagle Scouts in the troop to come to the stage. So Josh, if you don't mind joining me, and if you could bring the prospective Eagle Scouts, Liam and Zach, to the stage with you. Okay, so the Eagle rank is Scouting's highest award. Only a small percentage of all Scouts, reportedly about 4% of Scouts, actually ever reach this goal. So Joshua, can I ask you to please light the candle for the Eagle rank? Say a few words.
I am the eagle. Since the beginning of time, man has used my brothers and me as a symbol of royalty, power, victory, and valor. My strength and courage have inspired men throughout the years.
Thank you. So Liam and Zach, you should be very proud of your achievements. However, I ask that you wear your award with humility, ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. May the Scout oath and the Scout law always be your guide. So if you could step forward a little, please. Thank you. Not too far, we don't want any accidents. So during your journey to Eagle, your Scout leadership have given you advice and encouragement. I call upon your Scoutmaster, Mr. Royden, to affirm tonight that you are worthy to become an Eagle Scout. Scoutmaster Royden, before presenting your Scouts the Eagle Award, would like to have your assurance that they have been truthful in serving their troop, they've been giving leadership to the Scouts, they've been practicing the principles of the Scout oath and law in their daily lives. Based upon these qualifications, are these Scouts entitled to the honour of wearing the Eagle badge?
Yes, sir, they are.
Great. So, fellow Eagle Scout Josh, have these Scouts and the qualifications to join you, have the qualifications to join you become a member of the Eagle's Nest?
Yes, sir, they have.
Great. So Liam and Zach, are you willing to accept the responsibilities of the Eagle badge as well as its honour?
Yes, sir, I am.
A little louder, please.
Yes, sir, I am.
So, by the authority vested in me by the National Court of Honour of Boy Scouts of America, it's my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you Eagle Scouts. Congratulations. Phenomenal achievement. But none of this could have happened without your parents. So we're going to now move to the pin ceremony. And so if I could ask for both sets of parents to join us on stage. Might need a tissue for Kathy though, that's a bit. Okay, as an Eagle Scout, the eyes of all of Scouting, yes, the eyes of the world will be upon you. The traditions of the Eagle Scout are high. May you live up to these traditions, always guided by the spirit of Scouting. The Eagle badge that you're about to receive is symbolic of the spirit of Scouting. For sure, if you could hand to the parents these symbols. Okay, so mothers, if you could hand, so mothers, first note, mothers to pin, Sean, mothers to pin the Eagle badge. So mothers, will you pin this Eagle badge on your son's chest so that the world may know that he is an Eagle Scout? I was just saying earlier, actually, we think there should be a merit badge in pin badges. Well done, great. And fathers, will you now present to your sons the certificate that will continue, that will show to the world that you will continue to support him as he grows into a man. Okay, so no one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice and of helpfulness from the mothers of the Eagle Scouts, which have led us to this night. As the symbol of what your mother has made possible, the court will now ask you to pin the miniature eagle pin over your mother's heart in recognition of her love, encouragement, faith, and trust in your future. As an Eagle Scout, may you never disappoint her. Okay, so Eagle Scouts, your fathers were undoubtedly a primary source of help in your Scouts work. They will help you carry the standards of your award throughout your life. I'm going out to ask your fathers, who have stood by you so loyally, to pledge their willingness to continue to help you. Fathers, do you agree to continue to help your son so that he may grow in character and continue to develop those leadership qualities required as an Eagle Scout?
Yes.
Fantastic. Eagle Scouts, you've now presented your fathers with the eagle pin to wear as a representation of your achievements. So, we're now through this part of the section, so actually we'd like to move on to Sean, who's now going to give the eagle charge.
Will everyone please stand? Eagle Scouts Lynn and Zach, please give the Scout sign and repeat after me. I state your name. Reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my life an example, to ensure that my status and my influence count strongly for better scouting, for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this, I pledge my sacred honor. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our newest Eagle Scouts, Liam Hyde and Zach Meddy. Everyone, thank you very much. Please be seated, and Eagle Scout Joshua will escort the parents back to their seats, please, in their well-earned place in the Eagle's nest. come to almost the end of our program. The only thing standing in between us and some fun and having a little bit of dinner is we've got a few more videos, and then we are going to have our closing ceremonies. As we part, I'd like to just say congratulations to everyone again. The weather has been tough on our troop this year with some cancellations, but I'm looking forward to many more advancements in the very near future. So thank you all very much. I think we've got some videos, if I'm not mistaken.
Color guard attention. Audience, please rise. Scout salute. Color guard, retrieve the colors. Color guard retreat. Audience, please be seated. Clapping is in order. And now for a closing prayer by Zedon Amini.
Always remember that the Lord gives strength to those who are weary. Even young people get tired, then stumble and fall. But those who trust the Lord will find new strength. They will be strong like eagles soaring upward on broad wings. They will walk and run without getting tired. May you soar. May God's breath fill your wings and carry you to your destinies. May you continue to grow in wisdom, in stature, and in favor with God and man. May you keep yourselves physically strong, mentally awake, morally straight. May you lead by influence and not title alone. May you lead with that tenuous mix of humility, strength, example, and force. May you build into the lives of other young men, future eagles for all your days. And may the great Scoutmaster of all Scouts be with us until we meet again. Amen. Will Mr. Dow please come up?
Thank you. So just a few thanks, because a night like this couldn't happen without a lot of work tonight and throughout the Scouting term. So firstly, I want to thank Sean and the Assistant Scoutmasters for putting on an incredible program for the kids. The weather hasn't helped us, but still we've been able to achieve a lot. So please join me, especially the Scouts, in applauding the Scoutmaster and the Assistant Scoutmasters. Also, thanks from me as well for the rest of the Troop Leadership Committee. This is a volunteer-based sort of organisation, and the committee works tirelessly on behalf of the troop to make things happen. I'm incredibly proud to be the chairman of that troop, so thank you to the TLC. Special thanks as well tonight for putting on this event. Obviously, there's a group of people that made it happen. I want to call out a couple of people. I think Carol has really done a great job in sort of making this happen. And where is Carol? She's here, maybe in the back. But so thank Carol and Gigi, who's also been highly supportive tonight. So thank you, Carol. I'd like to thank the American School of Dubai as well. We couldn't put on the activities without the support of the school. They're our chartering organisation and have been incredibly supportive. So I want to thank you for all of your help and support in making this happen. So thank you very much to American School of Dubai. My final thanks is really to the parents. I know what it takes to really help the boys advance through Boy Scouts. This is obviously boy-led, and obviously it's very different to Cub Scouts. It's the time in which you sort of cut the cord and you let the boys really get on with things. But I do know that occasionally they need a little nudge, pushing in the right direction, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate all of your help as parents, even if you're not on the TLC, in helping support to make this happen. So with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'd like to invite each of you to the food and refreshments in the cafeteria, which is that direction. Yeah, that direction. As a celebration and the accomplishment of everything that all the Scouts have achieved. For Scouts, please remember, leave no trace. So I expect the cafeteria to be spotless at the end of tonight. And also, Scouts, can you please let the adults go first? I know you're probably very hungry. But if we can let the adults have their food there. So thank you all tonight. Let's enjoy the food outside. Thank you.